What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. I should have did this video earlier in the week, but I want to just talk to you guys quickly about some minimum unlocks with regards to the Horsemen, and as well, just ways to kind of get the 4 Horsemen unlocked. If you are kind of pushing towards Apocalypse, right? Apocalypse itself, he is quite future proof because of the fact that even though, I'm sure some people have their own opinions, maybe he's outdated, maybe he's not going to be that great anymore, but I do feel like there is a lot of room for them to work on him and also to build upon his kit. But having said that as well here, because of the way they did build him up previously, and again, this is kind of hard to see because I don't have him unlocked, but as you guys can kind of see here, I mean, he's always going to have these passive bonuses, right? He's going to make your villains stronger. He's going to give your allies 20% max damage. At the start of any turn, enemies can't have safeguard. So, I mean, they did a lot of things with his kit to make it so that he can still be utilized quite well. Ultimately, for my baby account, I'm not going to be pushing for Apocalypse per se, but for those of you that want the character himself and also want to get the unlock, and you also want to start working towards him, we're going to quickly just go into some teams here to make sure that you guys min and max this. And if you guys already saw my earlier video today, you guys will know that we've already kind of stressed the importance of building these 3 key teams, or really you could probably add in Hellfire and Insidious 6 in this group as well here. I should probably do that. I need to update this. Again, don't have as much time as I usually do to play on this account versus my main account, but today is a pretty nice, quiet day in the Marvel Strike Force world, so it was a good timing to kind of do this video and whip it up for you guys. So again, I know the timing of it is not great because the 4 Horsemen are leaving in about an hour or so. So again, this is probably not the best way to do it, but keep in mind they are on rotation and they will come back the following week. So they will come back when Nova and Green Goblin and Black Cat are out. Those 3 are going to switch in, and then these ones are going to switch back out. So keep that in mind. And yeah, like I said, with regards to the Morgan Le Fay node, and she's one of the first legendaries, I was super pumped about her when the release came. But yeah, as you guys can kind of see here, the first couple of nodes, they require the heroes. This will be good because that means we can use the Fantastic Four and the Brimstone that we've previously talked about farming. And again, when you hit that 3rd node, you're going to get into global section. Global is also nice because we have our Brimstone, so it works out. This all works out for us really nicely. And obviously the end objective is you want to make sure you can get all these milestones from doing all of it meanwhile trying not to work on useless trap character teams, like for example Hive Mind, Web Warriors, villains, Cosmic. I mean, actually villains is okay, but additional teams, right? Maybe you don't have any Cosmic teams built up, maybe you don't have these Web Warriors built up, and then that way you can only maximize with just doing a couple of these nodes, right? So again, we're gonna go in here, and how did I come up with this run score of 3.4 mil? Well, that was calculated from basically when you take that 3.4 mil and you divide it by 10, you're going to get about 340,000 points. 340,000 points times 4 will get you to that milestone 9. So make sure you guys are kind of making sure you have over kind of like 3.35 mil, but we got 3.4 here just to kind of give ourselves a little extra cushion. So this shouldn't take too long. It should be pretty quick battles. But as you guys can see on the mods, we did not use any extra health because the less health they have means the more damage we can do to them. And yeah, I just kind of picked up the random ones on the bottom. I don't think it matters too much what you get because our teams are going to be super duper strong and they're just going to wipe everybody off the face of the earth here. But yeah, you can kind of see here, like we have basically all the big hitters just to kind of get that 3.4 mil. Again, there was this max health one. Do avoid the max health. You do not want any increase in health. When a player character uses their ult, they gain blind. So again, we don't want that on Daemon because he's going to be using his ult quite a bit, so don't do that. And yeah, the other ones I think you're probably okay. Like player healing is reduced by 20%. We don't care about that. So again, let's jump in here and we can quickly show you guys how it's done here. And yeah, for the purposes of this video, and I wanted to show you guys like just how easy it can be, we are actually just gonna we'll just use 3-piece Fantastic Fours just so they can get those buffs so that he gets that extra speed boost. And really, that's all you need. You only really need these 4 characters. We won't bring in Quasar or Punisher or anyone else, but you can if you want, but we don't really need to. Yeah, we just don't need to work on that. Yeah, it's just more, like I said, it's just more just to showcase you guys. You only need Brimstone and Fantastic Four, and that's kind of all you need. It's kind of all you need to crush it, and hopefully helps you guys out. I'll also attach in my description some of the other videos I've used for the baby Knull, and of course there was another one I think with Old Man Logan as well. But you guys will see here that our Fantastic Four team will make quite short work of these guys, and yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. I think most of them we have them at I should have did this at the start, sorry. Most of them are 90-ish, but you could probably do it probably even earlier, depending on your diamonds and your stars. But yeah, our characters are pretty built up because we love our Fantastic Four for Arena. And yeah, why the heck not? They are, in my opinion, still probably going to stick around for quite a bit, at least until they figure out what the next Arena team's going to be with a Nihilist around the corner. So again, this team does quite a bit of damage, so we'll just do the special here to kind of get things going for us. Keep in mind as well, we're not going to use Fantastic Four in the next two nodes after the first two, so you don't need to save up too many of these cooldowns for the next one. This one we should, it's okay. We can use a couple alts and stuff here and there, but yeah, we should be for the most part okay. And yeah, like I said, we can save the alts for the next wave. But yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. I mean, Sue hits hard enough just with her basic. So nothing crazy. What I should have did was I actually should have put no one beside Mr. Fantastic because she was getting a bit splash damage there. So apologies there. That was a misplay on my part. So again, we get that 340,000. And we'll basically, like I said, even right now, I think we have a little bit of extra cushion, but we don't really need it per se. And really, if it wasn't for the three-piece Fantastic Four, we probably still be able to do it with just Brimstone. But I feel like everyone has built up Fantastic Four, either for Quasar or Blastar Trials. And if you didn't build them up, it would be a good time to start repositioning, because even if there is a new Arena meta, I feel like these guys are sticking around for a while just because of their passive, right? Franklin Richards gives them so much speed, and they're just one of the fastest teams in the game here. And there's not a lot of teams in the game actually that operate as a three-piece unit. A lot of the newer teams, you need at least like 4 members, 5 members, New Mutants, Starjammers, like, oh, I guess Starjammers isn't really that new anymore, but like New Mutants, Daring Warriors, and of course now with the Shadow Conclave, like, yeah, it's a lot of teams need all the members, and this is nice where Fantastic Four, you only need 3 members together. So I don't know, that's just my 2 cents there. So that's a second node. We won't use our Fantastic Four anymore after this, so I probably could have just hit auto and kind of let them do their thing. But again, you'll see here we'll get 340-ish, and then that gets us to about milestone 9 already. So we've completed milestone 9, and yeah, so we've already kind of done or not milestone 9, sorry, the 340, that would get us about milestone 3, 4. So once we do this next one, this I think will push us to milestone 8 or 9. But now this is where it gets a little finicky, because we should have some other members of the Brimstone built up. But like I said, for this one, we will just, I don't know. I think for the most part, we only really need Daemon. Everybody else is kind of an extra bonus. You don't really need to have them per se. But yeah, like I said, Emma Frost should be built up with raids. And everybody else, I mean, yeah, you don't really need anybody else, to be honest with you guys. If you guys are working on like the Avengers and the Spider Buddies, I guess you can probably throw in Captain Sam in there for extra speed. Sam, lots of characters you can use, but again, we're gonna just 3-piece it because we've got Daemon quarterbacking this for us, and we really don't really need the other characters. We'll throw the big alt here and see what this does. I should be able to double tap this actually. So that gets us about that gets us about half there, which is great. And then yeah, and then we can kind of I think at this point, let's just save the special just so we are good to go for the last node. And again here, Living Mummy's gonna do his thing. He's gonna throw the special. This should probably maybe kill, oh, maybe not kill anybody off. Okay, fine. Okay, Emma Frost, get the energy back. Daemon's gonna basic, and yeah, I think I don't know if I need to say, I don't really know if I need to say too much else more than that. But yeah, I hope you guys can see here the value that Brimstone really brings in, especially with Fantastic Four as well. I think this will be good for a lot of newer players, especially people that are crunching resources and trying to figure out what teams to build. Well, guess what, guys? These are the same teams we've been building from day one, and I had that in mind. You know, when I started playing, I was kind of looking at all the the restrictions and whatnot, Old Man Logan, Shadow King, and yeah, you want to find a team that's going to give you the most value out of your buck. And still right now, even if they decide to make a newer team without Daemon, like it's going to be hard to replace these guys. So I think they're pretty much future proof at this point, for at least for unlocks, and at least until they figure out a way to change out the traits and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a very, very solid team here. Absolutely just devastating. Once we do this node, we should be able to get the unlock here. And I think what we're going to do here is we're gonna throw the ult right here. That's going to give Daemon his speed, and it's going to make him faster as well. And that's going to give also some energy back from the kill. And I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to take out Black Bolt, just because we don't want him chaining off and doing his thing here. And then, yeah, like I said, Living Mummy is kind of the, if you guys have seen some other guides, he's really good with getting the Knull unlock. He's good for, for a lot of different game modes, like the Quasar saga, keeping your guys alive, sorry, not Quasar, Blastar. He's used to get, keep your teams alive for the Blastar trials, especially that particular node 5. Living Mummy is a boss there. So again, we're going to throw the ult here. This should kill off Karnak, and then double tap this. And then that's it. Simple as that. 4 simple nodes. This is going to give you maximum value for those. And then, yeah, again, as you guys can kind of see here, hopefully makes sense. And you guys can kind of see that we're going to get maximum points. Again, we're a little over the 1350, but it doesn't matter. Regardless, we will get the maximum rewards from running this run. And yeah, it took us less than, I don't know, it took us less than 10 minutes to do it. Quick, fast, and plenty of time here. And yeah, now we've got Morgan Le Fay unlocked. And guess what? She's also going to be she's also gonna get her full shards. We also get a good chunk of these tier gear raid orbs as well. So if you guys are looking to do like the spider buddies, the Avenger buddies, and you need some more of this teal gear to kind of get some characters up, this will be good. Orange is good as well for tier, I think 12 to 14 or something, I forget, but this will be good here. And yeah, we've completed all the milestones. What that means now is her event will basically be blocked off, and it won't come back for me, but you guys will still see it on your docket. Yeah, see, it just vanishes off the screen here once you are doing it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do these ones just yet here, just because I don't need to do it, or we don't really care about these character shards. But like I said, for those of you guys that are chasing Apocalypse, and that's what you want to do, and you want to use, you want to take advantage of the fact that you can get Morgan Le Fay unlocked here, and I think you need, yeah, so you need her at tier 15, and then you also need her at 17. So I mean, it is quite a bit of an ask, but it is, like I said, do the simple ones with the characters that you can, and you should be able to get some goodies out of there as well here. Yeah, it says here, clear all missions with 3 stars. Did I not clear this with 3 stars? I must not have cleared it. No, it looks like I do need her at tier 15. That's the reason why. I think she's pretty weak. That's why. I have not decided if I want to bring her up just yet, just because I wanted to see if yeah, I just want to save my resources, right? So we can promote her if we want. I guess we can do it. Why not? So anyways, guys, that is all I got for this time. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday. It's a nice quiet one. Enjoy the R&R and enjoy the little break. And we should have a pretty jam-packed Wednesday, I think, that's coming this week here. So otherwise, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.